We are thrilled to have him on our show, UnSportsmanLike. It is Lil Wayne joining us here at UnSportsmanLike. Thank you for joining us, first of all. Second of all, how are we feeling as a Packers fan one day into free agency here, Wayne?
I'm awesome. We're great, man. And also, Miami's getting a great player in Malik. So I'm happy to see him do great things anyway.
So you're happy he's getting an opportunity there. Your team loses him. We threw out to Smalls, she's a Packers fan, as you know, the idea of the backup quarterback position for your team all of a sudden is like this grooming ground for all these great players. So who do you want next, Wayne? Who's next behind Jordan Love?
We're not really tripping about who's behind Jordan Love. We're more focused on Jordan Love right now, truthfully.
That's exactly what I said, Wayne. I said, I don't want to have to think about the backup quarterback once this season. I want Jordan Love to be healthy, consistent, and play at the MVP level we know he's capable of.
Exactly. I wouldn't mind us. I wouldn't be surprised to see somebody like something like Trey Lance or something like that.
Wayne, how worried are you that the Chicago Bears have passed your Green Bay Packers? Because they won the division in year 2 with Caleb Williams. It's Ben Johnson's first season, and he actually had his team in position to win a playoff game against your Packers. I got to ask the question.
Right at the top,
how worried are you that the Chicago Bears have passed your Green Bay Packers?
That's opinion, by the way. That's only opinion. But I'm not worried at all, man. I'm happy for them. For real. Also, because I'm a Caleb fan. I'm happy for them. I love what they're doing.
But do we think they're going to be a problem for our Packers moving forward, Wayne? Or do you think that this is the year the Packers reclaim the top of the division?
Oh, we getting top of the division. But also, it's great about the division just stacked like that. Us, the Lions, I love it. I love that the Bears are making us. Come on, they don't never even come on. This is great. I love it.
We're talking with Lil Wayne, 5-time Grammy Award-winning artist, of course, here at UnSportsmanLike, huge Green Bay Packers fan. Help us with this, because we try to assess where is Jordan Love. You said, forget the backup, let's talk Jordan Love. Where is he right now in your mind in terms of, is he a top 10 quarterback in the league? Like, do you know what he is right now as a Packers fan?
He's for sure a top 10 quarterback right now, to me. To me, he's definitely a top 10 quarterback. But, I believe that him being with Coach LaFleur is going to, I believe that that's like the perfect marriage. And he's going to be sharpening around the edges this season. Experiences everything. I believe he's where he's supposed to be.
Wayne, how much pressure is on Jordan Love coming into this year? Last year, the Packers took a huge swing, traded 2 first-round draft picks in Kenny Clark for Micah Parsons. It didn't work out the way that everybody wanted it to. I'm just curious to know, how much pressure do you think is on Jordan Love coming into this season to live up to the contract that Green Bay gave him, paying him a top-of-the-market deal?
I think this season was the pressure season because of the Micah Parsons thing and all that. But I think this season coming up, this next season, I believe he's going in there with a clear head. He's ready. Also, he's a calm dude. I don't believe pressure gets to him. He's one of those guys that, you got to let him know that the world's ending for him to even pay attention.
That's true. Wayne, I wanted to ask you about our coach, Matt LaFleur, because there was a lot of discourse about whether or not he was going to come back to Green Bay. They obviously retain him. Did you think that was the right move? Is Matt LaFleur the guy to bring the Packers back to hoisting the Lombardi Trophy?
That's not even a question. Of course it's Coach LaFleur, of course. Like, totally, of course. Like, that is the perfect coach. That is the perfect coach for us. Yes.
Wayne, I'm curious what you've learned about the NFL since now you're in business with players, sports agency, et cetera, that you didn't know prior. Like, now that you're on the inside looking out versus the outside looking in, what did you learn about the NFL?
I've been such a fan so long, and I've had friends that's been in the league for so long, and that it's nothing really new that I learned about it. I probably learned more about myself, about how much I love the game. That's about it. And how much I really wish I was playing.
Well, speaking of that, your agency represents Travis Hunter. What do you expect from him this season with the Jacksonville Jaguars, Wayne?
Everything. He's super ready. He's so ready. I expect everything. And also, I believe that, I expect him to do as well as everybody. Everybody thinks he's going to be this, he's going to do that. I believe he's going to be. I think they the Jaguars putting out one thing, and I believe they have him. They want to do everything with him. Like from day one, how they said from day one. Right now, they put out that he's gonna be more of a cornerback and all that. But then they talking about they want to get rid of Brian. Come on now. Come on.
Wayne, the Las Vegas Raiders are expected to take Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza with the #1 overall pick. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on Mendoza and what your thoughts are about Tom Brady being a part of this turnaround in Las Vegas.
First of all, Mendoza, Mendoza, he I love Mendoza. I love Mendoza for real. He one of those guys. I believe that he gonna do his thing in the league. But as far as Tom Brady with the Raiders, he don't seem like he got a little more gangster or something all of a sudden since he with the Raiders. I love it. He like, I think Matthew Stafford the MVP. Like, don't. Max Crosby can't go over there. He can't go. I love it.
You like the mogul version of Tom Brady more than the Patriot Way version of Tom Brady?
I love every Tom Brady, man.
Wayne, the thing, and I said it right before you came on, the thing I love about you is there are a lot of celebrities in your stratosphere that say they like sports. They come on the air and you could ask them a couple of surface questions and then you move on to whatever they're there for, right? You have an in-depth knowledge and obsession with this like we do. Where did that come from? Where did it start? And how much do you consume on a daily basis of sports content?
Mercedes Carter. That's my grandmother, my late great-grandmother. That is exactly where all this came from. I had the floor model television. Can't go outside. It's too wild outside. You got to sit on the floor. You got to watch what she's watching. She's watching every single sport. Football was her favorite. You got to know every single player that she's talking about. You got to know what she's talking about. That's exactly how it became what it became.
So she would test you a little bit. Like you felt like you were under, like you were doing sports talk before we were, in essence.
Exactly. I would play by play for her, all of that. And I would do it because she would, and I would be happy. I would proudly do that. She would like, what's going on right now, baby? And I have to just give her that play by play.
Wayne, I want to pivot. We've been talking football. I got to get to the NBA. I got to ask you this question. Why are our Lakers better without LeBron James on the court?
They're like 9-2. I see. It's not even a big sample size. It's not like that, man. And also, I believe that because when Brian off the floor, everybody's fit into a role and they play a role. They play their role better. And I believe when Brian is out there, they just defer to him. That's all. And he deserved that. That's what he earned.
Well,
I believe it's no more, no less than that.
Well, we know that LeBron only has a finite amount of time left in his NBA career. If you could paint the perfect picture, the perfect ending for him, where would you have LeBron finish his career?
Well, I am a diehard Laker fan, and so the perfect finish and the perfect ending for me would be him hoisting the trophy for my Lakers. Now if he goes somewhere else, then that's beautiful. But as long as he's a Laker, the perfect ending is him hoisting the trophy with us. But I believe he's probably going to go home to Cleveland.
Wayne, you have the access to see any game, any sport that you want at any time. Is there an athlete or a sporting event that you've never seen in person that you wish you would have or still would like to?
Ooh, that was a good question. It would probably be Wimbledon. I went to the U.S. Open, so it would probably be Wimbledon. Yeah.
Why Wimbledon? I went this past summer. I didn't know. I would have invited you. That's on me. I went with my wife. I would have gone with you. I'm just telling you. Why Wimbledon specifically?
I want to wear all white. I want to clap for when we're trying to see if it's out or not. I want all that. I want to do all that. And also because of the U.S. Open, when I went to the U.S. Open, it was amazing, absolutely amazing. Also, I sat next to Heidi Klum. That was great.
That's interesting. Yeah, no doubt. Well, that's interesting you bring that up, Wayne. When's the last time you were starstruck? When's the last time you were in someone's company and you were like, oh, wow, I can't believe I'm sitting by this person?
I think that would be it. Yeah, I was sitting next to Heidi Klum and got a text. First of all, I was making sure if that was her. I think that's Heidi Klum. Got a text. I know my stylist, she really loves Heidi, so I hit stuff like, hey, cut on the U.S. Open and let me know if that's her. And she hit me, oh my God, that's her. So yeah.
Wayne, a few days ago,
I'm lying. It's Reggie Jackson. Reggie
Good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I just did his golf tournament the other day.
Yeah, and so randomly, of course, because we get into random conversations, as I think you know, we somehow talked about Ozzie Smith earlier, and per sources, you saw Ozzie Smith recently. I went on a big rant today that I think Ozzie Smith's defense is underrated. This is the number one question you could possibly ask Lil Wayne.
He's like the greatest defensive player in the history of Major League Baseball.
But he's still underrated. Do we underrate Ozzie Smith's defense, Lil Wayne?
I mean, I think when I think of him, that's what I think. I think of defense. So I don't think we're underrated. If I'm not of his generation, and for me, when I think of him, that's what I think of. I think that they did pretty well at making it known that that's what he's about.
But Wayne, you did a golf tournament with him, as you were just saying. He's a great golfer too. What was it like to golf with Ozzie Smith? Because he's got skills.
Not only him, you got to see the Jerome Bettis out there killing it, Warren Moon out there killing it, everybody out there killing it.
Are you a good golfer?
Me, myself?
Yeah.
Simulator.
He's a TGL. We got to get him the TGL.
Yes,
TGL
that's right.
guy.
Yeah,
That's what Wayne is. Wait, there's a clip that always pops up of you on the internet, and we're talking with Lil Wayne, 5-time Grammy Award winner, hopefully 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a million times over in the future.
Thank you.
But there's a clip that always pops up where someone reads you one of your lyrics and you literally say, wait, did I say that?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And you were amazed at your own lyrics. You have so many hits. When you get on stage, is it actually hard to remember all of your own lyrics?
It used to be, but I did a feature. I had to go on stage one day for Drake. He had a show. He asked me to come out. When I went on stage, I noticed that he had these little televisions all around the TV. I thought it was just like a stage prop, but then I noticed it was like little prompters with his lyrics, and I was like, "You could do that." And once I saw that, I got everything. Everything was perfect after that.
Well, as Evan mentioned, Wayne, you have such a robust catalog. You have so many hits. Is there one song that you've done that you're the most proud of?
It would be the next song I do.
How Tom Brady of you. Wow. I love that.
Lil Wayne.
Nice.
You know, you brought up Drake. I'm curious because there is a sports analogy to this, right? Like, and Brady, like you've both been the player and the GM/coach. Is it more satisfying for you to put out your own hits or see people you found put out their hits?
Oh, easy to see them do their thing. Easy by far. To watch them do their thing, to watch them become who I told them they'd be and more, that's always better.
I love that. Well, Wayne, I want to end on this. I want to go back to our Packers because you obviously are in the rap game, which is known for beefs. And Ben Johnson has really ramped up this beef between the Packers and the Bears, which we love. It's one of the best rivalries in the history of sports, and I love that it's so contentious. But Ben Johnson, in his introductory press conference, is saying, I love beating Matt LaFleur twice a year. He's saying, bleep the Packers. Matt LaFleur hasn't really clapped back, Wayne. Do we need to see him be more vocal in this beef this upcoming season?
RELAX. We good.
Relax. I love it.
Okay.
Noted.
Wayne, hit after hit after hit. Yeah, telling his coach, just relax. Just relax. Lil Wayne, 5-time Grammy Award winner, unbelievable sports fan, music executive, artist, entrepreneur, philanthropist. He does it all. And we appreciate your time with us here on UnSportsmanLike. Thank you, Wayne.
Thanks for having me, for real.